Yup, they sold out.
And my sneaker mall didn't get any pairs. Here they go, y'all. The Air Jordan 10 in hand. And yes, I'm in Foot Locker, House of Hoops to be exact. And look at the size 12, my size. And y'all probably wondering how I got my hands on a pair. More about that later. So we're gonna look at this at the same time. The box is definitely different, y'all. Look at the lid. That's unique, that's fabulous. And here they go. The Air Jordan 10 light steel gray. Dope. And what's unique about this particular shoe is the toe cap. I'll explain what that toe cap is about later on. There's only one location in the area that had this pair, and it's not the store I'm in. It was Men's Closet. And how I got this shoe was a homie I ran into at Shoe Palace. He watches my video and he told me he was the first person in line to grab a pair. He said the quantity was slim over there. 30 pairs of adults, 25 pairs of youth, or vice versa. I can't remember the details. But these cost $215 before tax, a little bit under $230 out the door. Florida sales tax is 6.5 in Orange County. Y'all could do the math. But the leather, fabulous. This shoe is actually clean, predominantly all white. You can see the steel gray on the elastic bands around the shoelace. It is black rope laces, does have a pull tab, Jordan Jumpman on the back heel, and all of Jordan accolades on the outsole of the shoe. So the short of it is Jordan didn't like that stitching on the toe box. Also, aesthetically, if you're a designer, it will break the leading lines of a shoe. How daunting is this having to cross the toe box area, man? So this shoe was discarded. I remember pairs came out when originally released, they had to pull them back, but some of them escaped in the wild. So a lot of people had OG pairs with a stitching across the toe box area. And Nike, with the storytelling, decided to bring it back. And now people are highly sorting after this shoe because this never existed before, and now it does. And I'm here for it. And the only time I seen Michael Jordan wearing this shoe was in the celebrity game or charity game before they closed the Bulls
Chicago Stadium. See, the Air Jordan 10 Steel isn't just another retro. It's history stitched into leather. Designed during MJ's first retirement, he reportedly hated the toe cap details and never worn the shoe until one unforgettable night at the 1995 Ameritech Classic, his first public return to basketball. Jordan laced up the OG Jordan 10s with the toe cap. He dropped 52 points and closed out the stadiums in his final game there. Fast forward to 2025, for the first time since the original release, Jordan Brand has restored the iconic toe cap. This isn't just a sneaker, it's a moment reborn.
Michael Jordan was retired at the time, and he actually played in one of the last games at, I forget the name of the center. He was building a new stadium across the street, so he rocked these in that game. You can even see him kissing the floor with these pairs on. And fun fact, the Air Jordan 10 is probably the second least produced Jordan retro from 1 to 14. Number 1 spot is reserved for the Jordan 2s, and I think the number 2 spot is reserved for this. You don't see much pairs ever. The last retro was during the pandemic like 3 or 4 years ago. I would even argue back in 2019-20 where they had a camo pack. At least that's my last recollection of seeing the Air Jordan 10 on shelf. And we're still in House of Hoops, and there's a few shoes I haven't seen. For example, the Kobe's and those Air Jordan 1s. Let's take a look at them. Yo, those Air Jordan 10 is actually dope. I like them, but only a few stores in my area got them, and it wasn't the store I'm in. Actually, Men's Closet was a location that had pairs, and the homie who let me borrow them is a supporter, and I ran to him in a different shoe store, so he gave me the shoes to take a look at it. So I bought them over here to my stomping ground, Foot Locker, House of Hoops, just to bring you guys a closer look. Anyways, there's some other shoes that came out that I haven't took a look at, like the Air Jordan 1s and those Kobe's that dropped yesterday. You got the Air Jordan 1 in hand. That box looked crazy. And my size 12. Let's take a closer look. So these are the Air Jordan 1 self-expression. As you can tell, there's like so many different variants of boxes. You got this, I don't know, hot pink Jordan lid box. Then you got the taxis side box, regular Air Jordan 1 box. Wax paper is completely different. And this is the shoe. Interesting. Definitely unique. And what makes this shoe unique is like the upper is a wear black leather top layer. So underneath it, there's some vibrant colors, almost like what you could find in the rainbow. And it does have the subtle stitching in red and blue around the piping of the midfoot. That's different. However, over a period of time, this definitely going to wear similar to SBs back in the days, like the Lance Mountain and some regular Nike SBs. And this pair dropped for $180, and I think they're released July 21st, but this is my first time looking at this shoe. And they got all the regular birthmarks of the Air Jordan high OGs, like the Nike Air on the tongue tag, the Wings logo on the side of the heel, perforated toe box. The leather's not the greatest, but you can see it's definitely going to reveal different colors beneath that swoosh back heel. And look at the piping by the eyelets. And what does this say? Probably nothing important. But there's a lot of things different about this shoe. I'm not mad at it. However, I foresee this being a Nike outlet pickup. So I'm going to wait. So many shoes that I think are reasonably dope or mediocre at best, but doesn't warrant that full price. This doesn't, but I would like to have in the collection. So these are the non-elite lows, size 12, my size. And these are wildly available. They dropped, what, a day ago? I couldn't get a chance to come up here. Plus, I want to wait for today just to see multiple different shoes at once. And here they go. Now, these remind me of the previous pairs that came out earlier. I think it was last year, where you had the collegiate colorways, like the blue, the red, the white, and the black, the home and away. This reminds me of the same line of shoes. It's more of like a team bank, and there's also another color to this, which is blue, royal blue. Anyways, these are the Kobe 9s, they're lows, no fly knit. Now it's all predominantly all white. I'm not a fan predominantly white midfoot. We do have the Kobe logo in purple on the tongue, the word resilience behind the tongue, another Kobe logo in the back heel. I think this is a drop in zoom unit. Yes, thick insole, so I guess that's what they call the drop in. And it is thick. Look how chunky that is, y'all. That's what you playing ball on. I ain't mad at it. But predominantly all white shoe, can't do it. And these joints retail for like, what, $190? I'm politely past. Not even sure if I would even pick this up on a discount or reduced pricing. But anyways, the Kobe 9 Elite Lows. They got the usual suspects, like the 3s that we saw earlier in Shoe Palace. They got the Aqua 8s as well. And most recently, they got the Air Jordan 4s that you already know. I gotta investigate. You already know what it is. The verdict is all white stitching for the Ford. This is not a bad shoe. I do see myself buying it, but not at the moment. We got the shadow backboards coming up, and I gotta double up on that. And one more thing I noticed is, where's the 5? Where's the grapes? Where's the 1-to-1 grape 5? Don't tell me they're sold out. I think they did, y'all. And guys, keep in mind, today is back to school shopping. This is probably the last weekend before school start for certain people in my county. It was good, it was good. Chilling. So these spots are gonna be super packed. Unfortunately, champs don't get Kobe's, and they definitely don't got the Air Jordan 10. So champs also don't have the great 5s, but they do got the UNC 1 Reimagines, where Foot Locker don't have it. So there's a few shoes that actually is gone off shelves. I wonder if that's intentional or they actually sold. So champs don't got the 10s, the Cobes. Do see the self-expression Air Jordan 1s that recently dropped. A whole bunch of mids, Pure Money 3s, and the Red Air Force. So this is the last spot, Foot Locker, the small foot. So in the small foot, what I'm noticing, they got everything. From the Aqua 8 to the Rare Air 1s to the UNC Reimagines and the Black Toe Reimagines. Not to mention the Pure Money 3s. But where's the grapes? Most recent release, but no grapes. The grapes is gone, sold out. I haven't seen them in any store that I visited. And I necessarily don't think that's a bad thing. If people ask my opinion, what do I rather have, shoes sitting or selling? I would say sit, because that give the opportunity to shoe to go down in price, and that's up my alley. The Frugal Boys are in the building, and I'm here for it, man. So stop buying shoes day one. You're only helping people like me and people who watch the channel to save money. But nevertheless, man, big salute to homie Punch, who I met in Shoe Palace. You didn't see that vlog because the building was super loud. I wasn't gonna risk it, so I only showed B-roll at Shoe Palace. But nevertheless, I ran to him in Shoe Palace, and he said, yo, I got the Air Jordan 10 Stills. You wanna take a look at them? I was like, bet. So I pulled up to the Foot Locker. So please, guys, do not call Foot Locker looking for pairs. They do not have it. I took the pair that he got at Men's Closet, and I brought him into the store to continue doing my video. So salute to him, and thank you for supporting the channel by providing me this shoe so I can look at and for the audience to view as well. He told me he was like number 1 or number 2 in line at Men's Closet to get a pair. Salute to him. People still line up. This shoe was super limited, so you had to, you know, pull up because it was first come, first serve. So tomorrow is Whatnot. So pull up on your boy tomorrow at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'll be selling some of the shoes in my collection along with clothing and hat. So I hope to see you there. I'll leave the link in the description and in the pinned comment. Until then, guys, I think that's pretty much it, man. Thank you for watching. I'm gonna see y'all in the next video. Peace. And please, for the love of God, don't call Foot Locker looking for pairs. They don't got any.